Oh, do any of you remember the old Steam sales? It hasn't been like this for a long time. But back in like, I don't know, like 2010? I feel old right now. But like a long time ago, it used to be that there were different sales each day. So now it's like the Steam sale is here. And then basically everything on Steam goes on sale. Right? Or maybe not everything. But like there, like tons of games go on sale. And they'll be on sale for like 2 weeks. But it used to be like every day you would check back and see what the sales were that day. So like you would go to the Steam front page and you'd go like, yo, that game's on sale, and then you'd get like a specific game. I do think Valve took the consumer-friendly move by going like, you know what, let's actually not do that. Like, let's just put everything on sale at once and you can just decide. Right? It's better for sure. We used to get real bargains. True. I mean, there's pretty good bargains right now too, though, I feel. But like, honestly, like, I remember when I discovered Steam as like a teenager. Like, I hadn't heard about Steam and like buying games online and downloading them, but I was like, yeah, you know, it was very like weird and experimental. Like, people didn't really do that. Like, I was aware of Steam existing. But then, I got into Team Fortress 2. Yo, we're talking about Team Fortress 2 again, just like yesterday. I got into Team Fortress 2. Like, a bunch of people in my class were playing that, and like they got me into it as well. And to play Team Fortress 2, I needed Steam. So like, I had Steam, and I had Team Fortress 2 on Steam. And at some point, I got the orange box because I wanted to try Portal. So I had a bunch of games on Steam, and then one day I looked at the store page. I still remember I was like playing episode 1. Like, and there was like a Steam holiday sale. And it was so like primitive compared to now. Like it was like everyday different sales, and there would be like 5 games on sale. Like, you know, now Steam is like huge, it's like ginormous, but there were like 5 games on sale. And I remember like Mirror's Edge was on sale. And Mirror's Edge was like, you know, usually that was like a €30 game. And like, I wanted to play that game because it looked so cool. It was like parkour and like first person, and like there were the music and stuff, right? And striking art style. And it was on sale for like €3, which like blew my mind. I was like, holy shit. You can buy a video game for €3, and I must have been like 14, 15. And like, I remember I asked my dad, I went like, yo, can I borrow your credit card? Because I didn't have one. Like, so like, I borrowed my dad's credit card and I bought Mirror's Edge for €3. Was Mirror's Edge not an Origin exclusive? Origin didn't even exist yet, okay? Like, that's how old I am. No, I'm not that old, but Origin did not exist, straight up. Like, there was like a time period where EA was putting their games on Steam, then they stopped doing that, so they put everything on Origin, and now they're back on Steam, right? But this was before Origin was a thing, so like all EA games were just on Steam back then. So like, I got Mirror's Edge, and I downloaded it, and it took forever, and I loved that game. Holy shit. I remember it was like holiday. It was like Christmas break from school, right? It was like, I had like 2 weeks off from school. And I just played Mirror's Edge like over and over. Like, I played through it once, and then I immediately started playing it again. Holy shit, I love Mirror's Edge. Weirdly enough, one of the first games I ever streamed, nobody watched it. This is a long time ago, but I did a playthrough of Mirror's Edge 1 back in like 2016 or something? Holy shit, that's like 8 years ago. Like, I remember one friend from my uni was watching. That was my one viewer when I did a Mirror's Edge playthrough. But I played through all of Mirror's Edge on stream at some point. It was because the sequel was coming out, and I was so excited. Holy shit. Like, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Honestly, not as good as the first one, but I still liked it a lot. I should replay Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I still do enjoy that game. I really like Mirror's Edge. They should do Mirror's Edge 3. Like, physical copies. Holy shit. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna be right back just for 1 second. Don't go anywhere, but I just I'm gonna show you my physical PC game collection, okay? My collection. Oh my god. You can't. I found it. I found it. I still have these, okay? This is like the era. This was actually a very brief era. This was like when I guess I got into PC gaming. Like, I used to be a Nintendo kid, right? I had like a GameCube and then I had like a Wii. But then I was getting into PC gaming. But this was kind of before like I caught on Steam, right? So again, I started using Steam because of like Team Fortress 2 and stuff. But look, this is this was at the time, I still have these. This was my physical PC game collection. But this is like that era. This is like when I had gotten my own little laptop and like I kept these games in my room, right? They weren't at the family PC, but I kept them in my room to play on my laptop. So I had Spore. Oh my gosh. This like box hasn't aged well. Like, does anyone else? I think it's like because they were stacked on each other, but it's like bent inwards, you know? Like instead of like being a nice box that like, it's like bent inwards a little bit, if that makes sense. I really liked Spore. I played a whole bunch of Spore. That was like, honestly, I just spent most of my time doing the creature creator. Like just making wacky animals, basically. Vodafoot, I checked my bookcase and I found a physical copy of Hellgate London. Yo, Zoo Tycoon 2. I used to have like a bunch of the roller coaster tycoons, but again, I don't know where any of those ones. So again, this was like a very brief time period, right? Oh yeah, I still have my Guild Wars 1 boxes back there. That was actually before that. I used to play those on the, like, you can see them back there. I used to play those on the family PC. Although I did play Guild Wars 1 on my laptop as well, because it actually ran pretty well on it. It was one of the games that ran like better on it. Yo, King of Dust is here too. King of Dust wrote back when I was a young adult who had to drive for miles in the snow to buy games in a huge cardboard boxes at the store. Then Steam came out and forced me to spend a whole day downloading Half-Life 2 with my dial-up collection. I decided I'd never use Steam again after that. Still not using Steam. Really? Holy shit. No, yeah, I just use Steam now. I use Steam for like almost everything. Like, I'm the kind of person, like, if it's only on Epic Games, I'm like, I'll wait for it to come to Steam. Not always. Sometimes, like, I'll bother. But, like, most of the time, I'm like, nah, just get it on Steam. But yeah, I had, like, Spore. I also had the expansion. Look. I had Spore Galactic Adventures, but it's in Dutch. So it's Spore Ruimteavonturen. Honestly, this expansion sucked. I really like the concept of this. So the idea of this expansion was that you could make adventures, basically. Hey, what's up, Legendary Lynn? It was like, what's it called? You can make your own adventure. Maybe, did anyone play this? It was very much like, you could like, I guess like, put different buildings and creatures and like you could write a story and there was like a very simple like scripting language. And I thought that was so cool because it was like, I like making games and stuff, right? I used RPG Maker all the time. But then I played this and I found it's really limited. So I think I played like a couple hours of this and then never touched it again. I don't know why I even bought this. I don't know. But yeah, it's for Galactic Adventures as well. And that's when it all went wrong. No, it didn't go wrong. That's when I got Team Fortress 2. That was like, you know, this one really just kicked off like my PC gaming thing. And I was playing it on like my little laptop. And I played a whole bunch of this. Holy shit. I've been wanting to replay it. Yo, we need to talk about Marvel Rivals, by the way. But then I also got the Orange Box. Holy shit. Anyone remember the Orange Box? Oh my gosh, I feel like such a boomer. So in case you like are not old, no, no, that's not true. No, but the Orange Box, it was like the best deal ever. It was like you bought this, and then it had like Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, it had Portal, and it had Team Fortress 2 in like one box. It was crazy. This was like generally amazing. I was like, holy shit, it's got all these games in it. And I specifically bought it for Portal because I wanted to play Portal because I'd seen that. Like, I already had Team Fortress 2 and I didn't care at all about Half-Life. Like, but then I did play Half-Life and then, like, it sort of blew my mind, right? Like, I'm a huge Half-Life fan now. But I specifically bought it for Portal. But then I really liked Half-Life as well. But yeah, still have the orange box. And then I also, I played strategy games. Does anyone remember this? I had Rome Total War. Anyone remember that game? Holy shit. I really like this game, actually. I never, ever played another Total War game, like a serious amount. But I remember this game hooked me for, like, a couple, like, weeks. Like, I would just, like, go home, get on my laptop, and I'd play Rome Total War. Like, I played the campaign. I was, like, trying to take over, like, all of Europe. You played it just last week? I think there's a sequel now, right? I think it's, like, Rome Total War 2. Which is like way more modern, but like this was the original Rome Total War Gold Edition. It also had the expansion in it apparently, which I never actually played. Look, big sale, €5. I bought this for €5. I still remember I went to on a school trip to Amsterdam and then I bought this like on the school trip. I was like, whoa, it's only €5. But this game was awesome. I really liked the Rome Total War. And then also, this game is so freaking good, y'all. Holy shit. Supreme Commander. What a freaking banger. Holy shit, this game is amazing. I'm gonna swear, I fucking love Supreme Commander. Yeah, Supreme Commander is so good. Genuinely. Probably the best RTS game I've ever played. I played this so much, and I played against my friends. Like, again, this was one of those games I'd never buy myself, but like, my friend was really into it, and he convinced me to get it. And I remember I bought it on like Bol. I bought it on like an online store, and then you know, like that's what you used to do. You used to go on an online store and then buy a physical copy of a PC game, and then wait for them to send it to you. Like. It feels so weird to think about that now. But yeah, like I bought this online because my friends kept raving about how good it was, and he was like, we can play multiplayer. So then I got this. I got like Supreme Commander, and I played on my laptop, and we would play like 1v1. And then we got some other friends into it, and holy shit, it was so good, y'all. Like we would play like free for all with like 5 people. Like a whole bunch of friends from my school. Holy shit, I had cool friends in school when I think back to it. But we would all like log into like Supreme Commander. We'd like start a big session and we just like sit there for like 5 hours on a Saturday playing Supreme Commander. Amazing game. I always wanted to play the expansion. Because at some point they did Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, which supposedly is even better. Like it adds a whole bunch of stuff. But again, this was the era where you didn't use Steam. Or I guess you did, but I didn't. It was still much more underground. So like, Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, I couldn't find it anywhere. It wasn't available anywhere. So I remember I had a friend who was way more into Supreme Commander than me even. And I remember he told me that he hunted it down. Like he had called like all these stores in like our region. Until there was like one store that had Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. And then he got his dad to like drive him out, and then he bought it. He got like the last copy, and I was so jealous. I was like, I wanna play that. It's so weird to think about that now. Like if you wanna play, just get it on Steam. Just get it on Steam still for like €2. But like back then I was like, nah, I can't find it. I can't find Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, so I can't play it. I had a bunch of those games that I really wanted to play, but I just couldn't find them. I really wanted to play Star Wars Battlefront 2. And then, like, once I actually started using Steam, like, I just bought all of those games. Like, I bought Battlefront 2, and I also bought Forged Alliance. I bought that as well on Steam. I think people still play that online. Hey, what's up, Reman?